Let me show you guys a quick little Mother's Day recap. But first, gotta make sure I got nothing on my teeth before I start making a citrusy marinade for some skirt steak. I must admit, I'm not the biggest fan of skirt steak, but I thought that maybe if I made a good marinade and maybe even get a little drunk, it was gonna loosen up. Take a little sip of my beer because isn't happy hour anytime? So unfortunately, my mother had to work for Mother's Day and she wanted a carne asada. So I was like, all right, we got this skirt steak. Let's do a couple of ribeyes, put them in the sous vide. That way I don't mess them up since I mess up every single steak I touch. And the lady also loves ribs. So I was like, okay, ma'am, you never had a smoked rib in your life, so I'm gonna give you some smoked ribs. Now, these mother chuckers were juicy and tender as can be. It was like fall off the bone tender. Now, Chochi was absorbing these mother chuckers. Now, as for the steaks, I did tell you I was queen of messing up steaks, and this was no exception. I burnt the ribeyes, but they were still tender because I sous vide them for a couple of hours. But that skirt steak, not even Vaseline can get that mother chucker down. But the ribs were a hit, and so were the Mexican candy, which is all that matters. Then the lady got to open her presents. Please excuse her, guys. She makes up her own language. In fact, the lady is obsessed with Uno. So I got her a little tiny one. That way she can keep in her purse. And anytime she gets a little urge, she can pull it out and beat whoever the hell she wants because she's unbeatable. And that's it, guys. Happy Mother's Day. Bye. Alright guys, this is another breakfast idea for those hungry teenagers who don't want to go starving like Myron to school and they want to eat some breakfast. So we're going to breakfast prep today so you guys take something in your panza, okay? In a pan, you're going to cook all of your favorite breakfast meats. There's a lot of options, guys. But I only had bacon and sausage, and using the same fat, I'm going to cook my potatoes. Once they're cooked, I just add some eggs and then I cook my eggs. We're making mini pop-up breakfast burritos because, nobody wants to shove their face with a big pop-up burrito in the morning, right? I cannot tell you enough, you need to warm up your tortillas. Whenever I see someone making a burrito with a cold tortilla, I swear I cringe. Now, since we're meal prepping, I'm gonna add the cheese while I'm making the burrito. That way, when I warm it up, it is nice and melted. Close up the burrito, you're gonna fold the two middle ends. Then you close it up, but you're not just gonna continue rolling here. You're gonna grab the food, scoot it towards you because you want your burrito to be nice and tight and secure. Then you wrap them in parchment paper, pop them in the freezer or in the fridge, and then you warm them up in the morning in the microwave or in the air fryer. Remember, you can put whatever you want in the burrito. It is yours. But there you have it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how I made the fish ceviche from yesterday. I was trying to do the most when it came down to editing, but I had to stop halfway because everything I was doing was going wrong. So we're gonna begin by cooking the fish. I'm using tilapia, but you can use whatever fish you want. You're gonna submerge it in lime juice, pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes so it can cook. Once it's cooked, you're gonna add all of your finely chopped veggies. Tomato, shredded carrot, red onion, cucumber, serrano, cilantro, and mango. Yes, mango. Now, to make the shrimp ceviche, it's the same process. You're going to cut up your shrimp super small, submerge it in lime juice and salt, pop it in the fridge for another 30 minutes, and it's cooked. You're going to add the same veggies or fruits except the carrot. That's only for the fish. If you want to add your avocado in here, you can. I don't like it because it gets smushed up and then you're going to have ceviche guacamole. We don't want that. Just freshly cut the avocado on your plate like this. But there you have it, guys. You can either enjoy your ceviche on a tostada or with chips like this. A lot of people think that making ceviche is really hard and complicated, and it's really not. It's super easy. It's just a lot of chopping. But there you have it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let me show you guys the best and only way to eat yourself a cucumber. Now, this was my go-to snack when I was pregnant with Josiah, and it might not be the healthiest, trust and believe, doctor told me, but I would eat this about 2 to 3 times a day. All right, guys, now here comes the magic. You're gonna remove the ends of the cucumber and then the skin. Get rid of the skin, by the way. Then you continue to peel the cucumber, making like cucumber noodles. You peel and peel and peel until you get to the seeds. Seeds, I would throw them away back in the day, but now I just give them to Franklin and Bento. But I would do like 3 cucumbers. Then we would add lots of limoncito, and I mean a lot because I would slurp all that juice when I was done. Now, back in the day, they had those watermelon paletas with the chili powder inside of it. Well, I would just use the chili powder and throw those damn paletas away, and I would add the chili powder in here. But now we got tajin, so we're gonna add tajin and a little bit of Valentina. Then I mixed everything together, and I know for a fact que se te antoja y se te está haciendo agua la boca because I'm watching myself eat this, and I'm like, I need me another one. And I know it's just a cucumber, but I swear if you make it like this, it just hits different. There you have it, guys. Bye! Okay, Gordon Ramsay, challenge accepted. He asked for a plant-based recipe, and I'm going to show you how to make vegan quesadilla tacos. We're going to begin by shredding our king mushrooms, then we're going to put it in a pan to remove all the moisture. I like to use a little bit of oil because I like it to get nice and crispy. I'm going to season it up using some steak seasoning, but you can use whatever you want. Now, when I make traditional birria, I like to use 2 types of meats to give the birria different textures. So I'm going to use green jackfruit just to give it the same effect, but you don't have to. You can just stick to the king mushrooms. I do boil it for about 30 minutes, though, just to remove all that nasty brininess this, and then I shred it with a fork and do the same thing we did to the mushrooms. Once the moisture has been removed from the mushrooms and the jackfruit, I mix them together. All right, now for the sauce, we're gonna use guajillo, pasilla, and puya, along with all these spices and aromatics. I'm just gonna boil everything, put it into the blender along with all these other ingredients I'm gonna list on the screen. Yes, I know it's a lot, but trust me, it is worth it. Blend and strain just to make sure that your sauce is super smooth. Add it to your jackfruit and mushroom mixture, and then you're gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes just to let all the flavors marry. Finally, it is time to make the tacos. We're gonna fry up our tortilla using some chili oil because we need those tortillas to have some color. Your favorite plant-based cheese, add your birria, and then you let them get nice and crispy. Serve them up with a little bit of consomme, and you add some onion and cilantro so that breath can be nice and stinky. Now, if it ain't punching and kicking, we don't want it. And there you have it, Gordon. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let me show you guys how I make my parrillada de mariscos. Now, this is probably one of the most expensive dishes you're gonna see on a Mexican menu, but I'm gonna show you guys how they make it. Now, I'm gonna use my flat top, but you can use your comal. We're gonna begin by caramelizing some onions, garlic, and a little bit of butter, and don't forget to season it up. While the onions do their thing, we are going to cook up the seafood. I'm gonna use a bag of seafood mix that comes with octopus, jaiba, and clams, mussels, I don't know what else. We're also gonna add some shrimp and a can of fake abulon. Why fake? Because the fake one is already expensive as it is, so I'm assuming the real one is super expensive. Honestly, I don't even know. This is just the way that I was taught, and this is how we're doing it. I don't even know what the real bulon looks like. Anyways, once the seafood is cooked, you're gonna add some chipotle and adobo. You're gonna incorporate your onions that you caramelize and then mix everything together. You're also gonna add a little bit of nor, to make everything taste better. I'm also coating some tilapia in a little bit of seasoned flour, and then I get them nice and crispy on my flat top. Now, plating is everything, and this is why they sell shit so expensive. Because you already know garnish never stops, and even when you're eating dinner, you gotta garnish that shit to make it look nice. So I'm just gonna add slices of whatever the hell I have in my fridge just to make it look cute, but you can add whatever you want. And then later you can use your garnish as a salad. But anyways, we're gonna serve this with some rice, beans if you have some, tortillas, a little bit of avocado, salsita, and that's it. This was the dinner I made for my dad on Sunday, and yes, we were swatting flies. I mean, who doesn't? But that is it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Today we're making them some chicken parmesan pizza style. Kind of like the one from the Cheesecake Factory, but with the little Nanajoe twist. So we're gonna begin by splitting our chicken in half, then that half in half, and that half in half until it comes flat. Season it up because we don't like no bland chicken. Now for the coating, I only like using eggs and panko because the breading does not fall off. And I take it to my oil and let it get nice and crispy on both sides. But we're not done here. We're gonna spread the chicken with lots of marinara sauce or pizza sauce, whatever you got. Then you add lots of mozzarella cheese, pop it in the air fryer for about 3 minutes until the cheese gets nice and melted. And yep, we're still not done. We're gonna add some angel hair pasta in a creamy Alfredo sauce. Then I top it off with some Parmesan cheese, their daily greens in form of parsley. Then I make them a cheesy garlic and herbs bread to go along with their chicken pizza Parmesan. A little hot sauce for those who want to have raging buttholes later on at work. Then for their drink, they have the option between a soda or a simple ass pink lemonade. And this time you'll be surprised, they actually chose both. That is it, guys. I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their drink so they can come and pick up during lunchtime.